Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, my friends. My name is Dieter. I'm your host for this video, and I'm the owner of a little family company with the name Artelino, and we've sold art prints, mostly Japanese prints, in weekly online auctions since 2001. And my dear friends, a few days ago I published an article with some recommendations of 19th century prints which we have in the current auction. Recommendations by my Japanese American wife Yori and me, prints that we like. And among these is a triptych by Eisen Ikeda. It shows a scene from the Genpei Wars of the 12th century medieval wars, where when two clans, the Minamoto and the Taira, fought against each other. And there is a little episode known in history as the floating bow of Yoshitsune. And I want to talk a little bit about this battle, the Battle of Yashima, and this episode, the floating bow of Yoshitsune. The Battle of Yashima, my friends, from the Genpei Wars. The Genpei Wars, a fight between the Minamoto clan and the Taira clan, lasted from 1180 until 1185. The Taira were on the retreat. They had to flee from Kyoto, the capital of the emperor. They took the child emperor Antoku with them, and they retreated to a place called Yashima. And this was a fortress located at a beach, and they had fled there with their fleet. The fleet anchored in front of the fortress. The Minamoto tried to follow them, first also with their fleet, but their fleet was damaged in the storm. And therefore Yoshitsune, the smart military leader and general of the Minamoto, he was very good in making good plans, in applying military tricks. And he took a small team of just 150, 200 warriors and tried to attack from the land. But because they were so few, he used a trick. He lit bonfires in the back of the Taira from the land, so the Taira should think that a huge army was approaching. And the Taira saw the smoke, and they got into panic and fled to their ships. In the meantime, the Minamoto attacking on horse from land, just a small force. And okay, there were some fights, a little bit of a battle and skirmishes. And there was this incident known in history and known practically until today by every Japanese child, the episode of the floating bow of Yoshitsune. So what had happened? Yoshitsune, the general, had lost his bow. It fell into the water. And then he jumped after it to retrieve it, yeah? And that was very dangerous. His comrades had to come to his rescue, and especially his faithful friend and vassal, Benkei, yeah? Anyway, the Taira could escape, and Yoshitsune's comrades reprimanded him and said, "Hey, why did you risk your life to retrieve just this little stupid bow?" And Yoshitsune, and that is all of the episode, said, "I didn't want the enemy to recognize that I was using such a small bow." The background is Yoshitsune, and that is a historic figure, yeah, was not very tall. He was a rather short guy, and not such a big guy, in contrast to his comrade Benkei. So let's take a look now at this triptych by Eisen Ikeda. Okay, there in the middle, this guy here is Yoshitsune. And there you can even recognize a part of that bow here. And here the Taira on their ships. And here they try with these hooks to catch Yoshitsune, or at least to retrieve the bow. Yeah? And here comes Benkei, the big guy riding on horseback to rescue Yoshitsune. Anyway, the Taira could escape, but 1 month later it came to the last and decisive battle, the Battle of Danura. That was a sea battle, and it ended with the complete defeat of the Taira. Well, this wonderful triptych was created by Eisen Ikeda, an ukiyo-e designer, printmaker, who was born in 1790 and died in 1848. The triptych itself was first published around 1834. And one comment, these triptychs showing historic battles, yeah, with a lot of action. Most of those which you find in the market or in museums or in catalogs, they are from the late 19th century. This one, first half of 19th century, these are rather rare. And why is it like that? Has a simple reason. During the rule of the Tokugawa clan, the so-called Edo period, so roughly from 1600 until 1668, so 250 years, it was not allowed for the artist to show any members of this Tokugawa clan, the ruling clan, the ruling shogunates. Yeah? Well, this is an event from the 12th century that was less dangerous. Nevertheless, artists of the Edo period tried to avoid to display historical events. It could be dangerous. Well, the explanation why you find quite a few of these historic scenes, especially battle scenes, in the format of a triptych from the late 19th century, but not from the first half of the 19th century. If you're interested in this subject at all, well then a tip in artelino's, let's go there, yeah. Okay, here in our education section, yeah, there we have articles, roughly 1,200 articles in English or even more. And there you find also an article about the naval battle of Danura. Now this reminds a little bit. Let's take a closer look at it. Okay, naval battle of Danura, the decisive defeat of the Taira. Okay, and if I should have incited your interest in this triptych by Eisen Ikeda, showing the episode of the floating boat, not floating boat, the floating bow of Yoshitsune, well, then you can acquire it in the current auction. It's the number 1792, and it will end tomorrow, July 16th, 2023. Enough for today, my friends, and thanks for watching, and have a good week.